What's going on, guys? It's Greg here. I just want to do a quick review of the Smith & Wesson Model 629 Performance Center 2 and 5/8 inch barrel. It's a 6-shot revolver with a 44 Magnum chambering. So let's just get started. So this is it's in a sheath. This is a A.E. Nelson dual carry sheath. It's black leather. You can wear it cross draw or strong side. It's a thumb brake holster. As you can see, it has a very low profile. The pistol and the holster. It's not very thick. It's pretty. If you're looking at it like from the front, it's not very wide. So that's good. You definitely want that. It's nice black color, so it blends in. Doesn't stand out. It's very handsome holster. The pistol is very handsome. So I'm just gonna open it up now. It has a thumb brake. Excuse me. There's a thumb brake. You just pop it open, and then the pistol comes out. Okay. So here it is. I actually changed the grips. It's a Pachmeyer grip. The stock grip is wood. The wood is very nice, but it's a little bit short. You can only have like 2 fingers. You can only hold it with like 2 fingers, the stock grip, So this one gives me an extra pinky, that I can grip. It's got nice soft rubber. You can push on it. It's pretty soft, I'll show you. It's, the Pachmeyer grip, it's pretty soft, and it protects the back here. So, and this is all soft rubber. It protects the back from recoil. With the wood grips, the metal sticks out, the steel from the handle, so that can hurt your hand, when you're shooting, especially high power loads. You can see the logo here, the Pachmeyer logo. So you can see here it says Performance Center. The Performance Center logo. Let's just let it focus here. You see Performance Center, Smith & Wesson. Performance Center, if you're going to buy Smith & Wesson stuff, I recommend the Performance Center. They have very good stuff there. I have a Smith & Wesson 500 from the Performance Center with the 10.5 inch barrel. It shoots like a laser. It's very accurate. The quality of the craftsmanship is just phenomenal. It's just really good. You're going to pay the Performance Center, you're going to pay, a lot of money. At least they start at like $800, but it's definitely worth it. You don't want to get something cheap. You want to get some, especially your pistol. Your pistol's going to be your that's going to be your backup weapon or your primary weapon. So, you definitely want something that's going to last. And as you can see with the Pachmeyer grip, it has like some, like this diamond, kind of like that diamond plating type pattern. It's got 3 grooves for your fingers. It fits my hand very well. I do have big hands. It's kind of a thick grip, so if you have smaller hands, it may not be that comfortable for you. But it's definitely a very good upgrade. It costs about $30. All you do is there's a screw here. You just take the old grip out and you put the screw in. It's really pretty straightforward. It takes about 5 minutes. So you got this nice cylinder release right here. This is, on all the Performance Center, they look exactly the same. They have this nice texturing here. And behind it, this little black thing here, that's actually a lock, so it comes with like a key, and you can actually lock the hammer. There's basically, you see right next to the hammer here, there's this little, on the left side of the bottom of the hammer here, there's this little piece of metal here. You can see it's like maybe, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch thick. And when you turn the black, see it says L. It says L, and you turn it to the left. So when you turn it to the left, this little piece of metal here, it pops up. It raises up like maybe 1/4 of an inch, and what it does is it prevents the hammer from coming back. It blocks it. So that's like a nice simple safety feature. It's an added safety feature, so that's definitely very good. I like that. The cylinder, it's a six shot cylinder. This has matte stainless steel. I don't like polished steel. I like matte steel because it doesn't reflect light. You know, and as far as the pistol, it's very light. You know, it's about 2.5 pounds or so. It fits in my hand. You know, I can fit the whole pistol basically in my hand. From the front, it's not very wide. You know, it's not a wide pistol. I would say it's, you know, maybe about 1.5 inches. The cylinder's maybe about 1.5 inches. You know, maybe 1.75 inches. So it has about the same diameter as like a, you know, a medium to large size flashlight, you know, like a mag light or something like that. So it doesn't, you know, leave a big signature. It's very comfortable to wear. It doesn't bite into your body, you know, like traditional semi-autos, because of the way they're shaped. You know, they kind of bite into the side of your hip, you know. So here's the sights. I'll show you what the sights look like. You have, this is typical of the Performance Center pistols. You have the white outline rear, and you got the red ramp dovetailed. So, you know, you got the red dovetail ramp here. This is all steel, so it's a very reliable sight. On the top here, you got the windage and elevation. This is your windage here, the screw on the left. See if you could see that. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, see that screw there? So you can tighten or loosen the screw and it will move your sight left or right, you know. So that's your windage, very simple, very easy to adjust. And then on the top here, you got your elevation adjustment. And when you tighten the screw, it brings the whole sight down. When you loosen it, it raises the sight. So it's very easy to adjust your elevation and your windage. You got, let's see what else here. You got nice 44 Magnum written on it. Let's see if it could focus. 44 Magnum. Yeah, you see it says, you know, 44 Magnum. It's written in really big letters. The trigger it's a nice trigger. You know, it's very light. Even for double action, it's very light. The hammer is, you know, nice and solid, good quality. You know, it feels very good. It's got nice knurling on the top. You know, so you can grip it very easily. The texture is very good. That's, you know, common on all the Performance Center models. So here's the back side of it. If you want a close up here, it says Performance Center. You know, I really like these Pachmayr grips. I think they're really good. They should come standard with this revolver. I really like it. And then you see it says made in the USA, Smith & Wesson, Springfield, Massachusetts. It's got the full beefy cylinder, which is good. You know, I don't like the cutouts. I like the beefy cylinder. It's nice and solid, so it feels good in the hand. You know, it has a nice balance to it. You know, the length of the barrel. Just the way it feels in your hand, it has a nice feel to it. You know, it's not heavy. You know, you can easily carry this for a long period of time. You know, it has a good feel. The balance is really nice. You know, I would say, you know, you don't have too much forward weight. You know, with some of the longer barrel pistols or revolvers, you have a lot of forward weight that kind of pushes the pistol down. You know, it pushes it forward. This has nice, the center of balance is kind of almost directly like in your palm. You know, you don't feel anything pulling down or anything like that. It has a nice balance to it. So it's very, very comfortable to you know, it's just very handy. I like it. So I'm going to do another video in the future of me shooting this so you can see, you know, maybe I'll see if I can get someone to help film me, or I'll set up a camera so I can get a video of this thing in action for you guys. But it's definitely, you know, if you're thinking about buying it, I highly recommend it. You know, if you're looking into it, you know, and you're not sure, you know, you definitely can't go wrong with this pistol. It's 44 Magnum. It's, you know, very common caliber. You can buy ammo for it pretty much everywhere. You know, it's just a very visually pleasing revolver. It has a nice look to it. It has good balance. It feels good in the hand. You know, it's compact. It's lightweight. It carries very well. It's very concealable. It's very handsome. It's you know, it's very sexy. You know, it's a gorgeous pistol. I love it. You know, if I, it's like a girlfriend. You know that you just can't stop looking at her. It's kind of like that. You know. So yeah, it's the cylinder. It spins. It's got a nice smooth spin to it. You know, everything is polished nicely. You can't go wrong with a Smith & Wesson Performance Center. It's very high quality craftsmanship. So I definitely recommend this pistol. If you could have, it has a lot of versatility because you got the 44 Magnum, so you can actually hunt with this if you wanted to. It's definitely good for concealed carry, and you can also use it for home defense. And you got 6 shots. 6 shots is definitely, that's a lot of firepower, especially with 44 Magnum. With the concealed carry, you're gonna want to select different loads. You may want to go with lower power loads if you're concerned about penetration. Because a 44 Magnum has a lot of penetration, so you may want to look into like a 44 Special. Or special, they sell self-defense rounds, or if you know how to do hand loading, you can load your own, cartridges, with some, expanding bullets. You don't want anything that's going to penetrate. You don't want like bonded core or, cast bullets or anything like that. You're going to want like a hollow point for concealed carry. For hunting, they have all kinds of hard cast lead, bullets. If you're going to be hunting like dangerous game, bears and stuff like that, they're going to have, if you go to like Grizzly Cartridge Company, Buffalo Bore, they have a lot of hard cast lead ammo, which is good for, hunting. They also have a lot of bonded core ammo with various weights. They have like, up to like 320 grain, bullets, which is pretty heavy. They have, 280 grain bullets. I think Federal has the 280 grain bonded. I think it's the Fusion. I'm not sure. I think it's Power Shock. They're like a bonded bullet. So it's got controlled expansion for, thick-bodied game. And then you got your hard cast bullets. If you're looking for defense against large predators, and you need the penetration. I think Grizzly sells really good stuff. I can highly recommend Grizzly Cartridge Company. I've bought in a lot of their ammo from my 4570 and my Smith & Wesson 500. So I recommend some of the Grizzly Cartridge Company. Their hard cast bullets are some of the best out there. If you don't reload, let's say you don't want to reload or you don't have a reloading kit, I recommend, if you want to get the full benefit of a 44 Magnum, go look into Grizzly Cartridge Company. I'm not getting paid by them to say that or sponsored by them. I just, I think that they have good quality products. I've used them, many of them, so I can recommend them to you guys. I'm not gonna recommend anything that's a piece of crap. So, just if you want to get the full benefit of a 44 Magnum, you're going to want to get into reloading, or you're going to want to look on the internet for various, custom manufacturers of ammunition, because with the 44 Magnum, you can go as light as like 180 grain bullets, with low recoil for, let's say self-defense. And then you can go up to like 320 grain bullets in the hard cast variety that will protect you against bears, when you need penetration, or if you're hunting, large game like elk or something like that, bison, where you need to punch through a lot of, mass. So it's definitely, I highly recommend it. It's got a lot of versatility. You can do a lot of things with it. I have this as my primary, reason for buying this is for, number one, home defense. Number two, concealed carry. and number 3 would be hunting, and number 4 would be, you know, shit hits the fan. You know, if there's a shit hit the fan situation, you know, this pistol is going to do everything I need. I'm going to be able to hunt with it. I'm going to be able to protect myself from people, from animals, you know, any kind of threat. This should be able to handle it, you know. So I definitely recommend this Performance Center. You can't go wrong. You know, the Packmeyer grips, you know, $30. It's a huge upgrade from the wood. You know, the wood is really nice. I'm not trying to bash the wood, or, you know, it's very pretty. You know, the wood is pretty, but it's not practical. You know, this has it has all three. You can fit all three of your fingers. It's nice and soft. The frame inside of the rubber, I forgot to mention earlier, it's like a heavy plastic. It's like a thick, very thick plastic, you know, like maybe 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch thick plastic underneath the rubber. So let's say if you were to drop this, you know, if I drop this like and it landed on the handle, first of all, the rubber is thick, so it's going to absorb the shock, but you know, the plastic, it's like a heavy duty plastic, you know, and it's pretty thick, so it's not going to crack on you. So that's basically it, you know. You know, it's just a very nice pistol. You know, I can't say enough good things about it. I was gonna see if I could get a picture of the rifling inside, but it's gonna be tough to do, just because I'm filming from my cell phone. I don't have a second hand where I can shine a flashlight down there. But the rifling is very nice. You know, they do a very good job with the rifling. I think there's 5 grooves in there. You can actually see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 grooves. You could see, if you see, let me see if I could zoom in on it. Yeah, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grooves. Let's see. Can I get a little better? Oh yeah, there we go. So you could see you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 grooves. So it's, you know, you got the 5 grooves. That's going to give it a nice spin, you know. It's going to give the bullet a nice spin. It's going to be very accurate, you know, especially at distances, you know. You know, with the 44 Magnum, the advantage that it has over like a 9mm, for example, is that number one, it's American made. You know, 9mm is a European cartridge, and a lot of the pistols for 9mm are European. People don't even know that Glocks are actually made in you know, they're an Austrian company. Glocks are not an American pistol. At least with the Smith & Wesson, you know, you're buying American. It's built in America. Not that I have anything against Austria or Austrian people. I think Austria's, you know, nice country. You know, nice people, but you know, if that's what you're into, you want to support America, you know, you can't go wrong with Smith & Wesson, you know, Performance Center. I can't say enough good things about the Performance Center. They have their products are very high quality. You know, I've never had a problem with any of their products. I have the 500, the Smith & Wesson 500 Performance Center with the 10.5 inch barrel, and you know, it just shoots like, you know, it's amazing how well it shoots. It's really just, it's like a dream, you know. First time I took it out at 25 yards, I had a total bullseye. You know, it shoots like a laser. I mean, it's very accurate, you know. And you know, the advantage also that the 44 has over a 9mm and let's say like a 38 or a 380 or, you know, 40, stuff like that, common pistol rounds, 45, you know, the 44 Magnum, you're going to be able to shoot further, you know. So if you want to hunt, you know, this will be able to take down a deer up to 50 yards easily, you know, maybe even 100 yards. It'll have a humane kill, you know, even at that range. A 9mm or 45, once you start going past 25 or 50 yards, the accuracy degrades pretty quickly. The energy goes down. There's not a lot of energy because they're low energy calibers. They're designed for low recoil, so they don't have a lot of power. So, you know, after like 25 or 50 rounds, they're going to lose a lot of their power. Versus the 44, it has a lot of muzzle energy, you know. So that energy is going to stay with the bullet as it travels down range. So this is going to have a lot of retained energy at like 50 yards or even 100 yards. You know, obviously you're not going to want to shoot a pistol that far, but you can, you know, if you really wanted to. If there was a situation where you had to shoot longer distances, the 44 is going to have an advantage over a 9mm or a 45 or a 40, 380, 38s. You know, you're going to have a big advantage with this. You know, you're going to be able to reach out and touch something with it if you have to. You know, versus the standard pistols, you know, they're designed for short range, you know, situations, 25 yards or less. So, you know, it's, if you're thinking about getting this, I would just definitely pull the trigger and get this pistol. You know, you can't go wrong. This will last you your whole life. You know, if you take care of it, you know, if you don't abuse it, you clean it, you know, you shoot the right kind of bullets, you shoot the right kind of ammo, you know, you don't shoot like any cheap, dirty ammo that's going to corrode your bore. It's going to last a long time. It's going to last you your whole life and possibly your kids and your grandkids' life. It's stainless steel, matte finish. You know, you just can't go wrong with a 44 Magnum and with the Smith & Wesson Performance Center. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.